Hello cuties. Welcome to our channel. We're sharing the 7 essential habits for being a total babe. So like if I was your big sister or your aunt or your best friend, here are some things I'll tell you. Let's jump right in. Know your body. If you're a woman, for starters, the minimum of what you should do is to track your menstrual cycle, not just to know when you get your periods and when you're ovulating and your fertility, but it'll help you understand so much more, like your mood, your cravings. You'll be better able to plan and predict your days and your weeks. Your hormones fluctuate quite a bit through your cycle, and so for example, in one part of your cycle you'll feel stronger and perform better at physical activities like going to the gym. In other parts you might feel more sensitive and so on. There's so much you can read online as well. A good starting point would be to learn about the 4 seasons of your menstrual cycle. Also, on knowing your body, you should learn about your vaginal discharge, the different smells and consistencies. That way you'll easily be able to spot when something isn't quite right, like if there's an infection or something going on, and getting to know the different textures can also help you predict when you're ovulating. Do your pelvic floor exercises. As we're on this topic, don't forget to do your pelvic floor exercises to strengthen the muscles around your bladder, bottom and vagina. Strengthening your pelvic floor muscles can help urinary incontinence and treat pelvic organ prolapse. You just squeeze your pelvic floor muscles, which should feel kind of like when you're holding your pee, and then you hold for a few seconds and release. Privacy. I think there's something very beautiful about keeping parts of relationships to ourselves. So, as an example, intimacy between 2 people is things should be kept in that relationship. I don't think sharing details with friends is necessary, and unless agreed upon by both parties, is just blatantly disrespectful. Like, I personally don't feel comfortable when someone goes into details about their sex life with their partner. I feel like I'm invading their privacy. I do understand when you're super young, and that first kiss and holding hands stuff is super exciting and novel and you're overwhelmed and you're learning so much. But being an adult and having adult relationships, I don't think it's appropriate to share intimate details with others. I see it as a matter of respect for you, your partner and your relationship. Now of course, I'm not encouraging anyone to not share for the purpose of seeking comfort or reassurance in cases where perhaps you were uncomfortable or unsure about something. I actually would encourage anyone who feels that to share it with someone they trust. On that note, I think the same thing goes for things like disputes or arguments with your partner. I don't think there's any need to tell your friends and family about every little detail. Partly because it's private and nobody's business, and partly because no outside person knows the full context. They might grow resentful of your partner, and I just think it's not respectful to throw your partner under the bus like that. Again, exceptions always apply, of course. If you're in an unsafe situation or simply need someone to talk to about an issue or you need advice, always get the help you need. But to guess the point here is to not tell everyone your business. Intentionality. Now let's throw some lighthearted stuff in here, although it definitely requires some skill, that I appreciate so much in other ladies who intentionally coordinate things like their outfits and their jewelry. When the colors, patterns and fabrics arrive all coordinated. Integrity. Take your commitments and words seriously. I have so much admiration for people who stay truly committed to what they say, even when it's the small things. When their actions match their words. Not just to others, but to themselves, too. And this one is all in the details. So for example, when you tell someone I will call you tomorrow, call them tomorrow. And if you can't, inform them about it and make up for it. And when you tell yourself, I will finish at 3 p.m., take that seriously. Don't just be disciplined for the world and for your boss. How about yourself? You know, we can all put on a show for the world to see, but integrity is what you do when nobody's watching, when no one is judging, when you can't get caught. And I honestly think a good way to get to know your own moral codes is to observe your own actions when you're alone. Are you cutting corners? What's the worst thing you do? Pick your nose. Not bad. Cheating on your partner. People who keep their word are hot. It's all about being reliable. Make well-informed health-related decisions. Make your own, well-informed, educated decisions when it comes to birth control. I advocate for women making their own, well-informed choices, whether we're talking birth control or something else that has to do with your own health. Don't blindly agree to whatever is being thrown your way. We live in this amazing time when we can do so much research on our own. Talk to your friends, talk to people you trust, and most importantly, trust yourself and trust what your body and mind is telling you. Always advocate for yourself. Don't be shy to ask a ton of questions when you see your gyno or doctor. Ask for clarification, or ask to see someone else. Take your health seriously. Ask questions. Ask for a raise. Ask for more responsibility at work. Ask for those 3 days that you want to have off. Ask the guy you're dating if he's looking for marriage. Ask him if he's looking for a committed relationship and tell him you are not interested in anything else. I'm baffled. Anything I hear or read stories about women who are afraid to scare someone off or afraid they'll come across as being too much. Oh no, you scared someone off. The person who wasn't at a place in their life where they can answer important questions and openly communicate their wishes with you was scared off. Does that sound like a loss or a win to you? Look after yourself, stand up for yourself. Because if you don't, then who will?